You're good? You're good. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so my name is Aris, as you probably, hi, how are you doing? And I'm going to be doing My Shot from Hamilton, so a little background on this song. So it's the third song of the soundtrack for Hamilton. The first song details his first 18 years of life and how his hardships in the Caribbean, how he became an orphan, and then how he just rose to the top and ended up, people cared about him so much they raised enough money to send him to New York. And then in the second song, he ends up in New York and meets Aaron Burr. And Aaron Burr went to Princeton, it's called King's College, and he graduated in 2 years, and then he joined the Revolution, and Hamilton wanted to do the same thing. He wanted to get through college as quickly as he could, and then join the Revolution. And so he asked Burr for advice, and Burr's only advice was, talk less, smile more. Now Hamilton completely disregarded this, because he's this jumpy, fervent, zealous kid, and who wants to just pummel the British down. And so, as they're talking in the play, they walk into a bar and they meet Marquis de Lafayette, Hercules Mulligan, and John Lawrence. And now Hamilton really connects with them because they all have a common goal, a common ideology is to be free from the British. And then they're just going ballistic, going crazy, talking about all their ideas and their visions for the future. But Burr warns them, if you talk, you're gonna get shot. So, but they still disregard him. And then the war follows. But the cool thing is that, so our theme for Challenge 1 is freedom. And we also read a Federalist paper which Hamilton wrote. He wrote 51 of them. And so throughout this song, it's about the freedom Hamilton envisions, and for himself and for the country. So since we're not allowed to use props for the individual events, I'm going to be playing 5 characters, and the way I'm going to transition is by voices. So Hamilton's you're going to hear at the beginning is just straight, basically. There's no embellishment. And then the second one later on is Marquis de Lafayette, and so it's French accent. So he's French, so that should be pretty easy to recognize. And then Hercules Mulligan. In real life, he was this skinny, short Irish dude, but in the play, he's this big, muscular guy. So he doesn't have a very, very deep voice, and just to symbolize that. And then John Lawrence is third, or fourth, I guess. And he has this boyish tone because he's more carefree than Hamilton, because Hamilton has this weight from sorrow and stress from his early life. But John Lawrence is just very energetic and joyful. And then after Lawrence is Aaron Burr, and he's the most somber and sullen of the group. He's the one that's trying to civilize them all and trying to get them to calm down. And then it goes back to Hamilton for their second part. So, without further ado, this is My Shot from Hamilton. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but I got amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of rings and no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power is speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These university streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I have learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk the streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But dang, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Remember how Britain keeps spitting on us endlessly? Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around and runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, he says in parentheses, don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Time to take a shot. I just left without the monarchy. The unrest and flames with the anarchy. Anarchy. How you say? Oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky with my shot. Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. I got y'all knuckleheads and local parentis. I'm joining the rebellion, cause no one's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants, I'm gonna take a shot. And you will never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I, do or die. Wait till I stallion on a stallion with the 1st Black Battalion. Have another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. But words I like you a lot. Let's hide your plot like you're in the kettle calling the pot. What are the odds the gods will put us all in one spot? Pop in a squat and conventional wisdom like a knot. A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Get me a position showing where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off with the mouth. I never had a good defense before. I promise it'll make y'all proud. This guy in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just not my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just not my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody sing, what? Oh, 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 woo, whoa, woo. Oh, let me hear ya. Yeah, let's go. Whoa, shout out to the rooftops. Whoa, to the rooftops. Whoa, come on, yeah, come on, let's go. Rise up when you're living on your knees. You rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. One of these colonies gonna 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 rise up. Rise up. I imagine death so much feels like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I lived past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast and we laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make the moment last. That's plenty, scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. We're all the hungriest brothers with something to prove when foes oppose us. We take an honest stand and roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? Or will the blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants? I know the action in the street is exciting, but I'm in between all the bleeding and fighting. I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every agitation, every action's an act for creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, just not my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. We gonna rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Shot. Hey yo, it's time to take a shot. And I am not throwing away my shot.